Honey, I ain't nothing but problems. Every day got its own troubles. Every day got its own troubles. And as me, as a parent, as a mom, as a single parent, as somebody who'd have been there before, that done that, it's time out for that. I'd have done that already. So my children ain't got to do that. They ain't got to go through all that. You know what I'm saying? The stuff that I went through. I can give you the teachings and you can take heed and learn from it. And you ain't got to make the mistakes. And you ain't got to go through the consequences to learn the lessons. If you would just take the parables and the teachings and take heed, you wouldn't have to be wasting your time. And when you take the lesson and learn it the first time and take heed, you ain't gonna find yourself repeating itself. That becomes a cycle, and it becomes generational. And for me, I'd have broke that cycle, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got to live in that poverty mind. You don't have to be timid and living in fear. It's a lot of stuff, where I'm going to put out on my channel or whatever to get the word out to people, to share my gifts, to encourage people, to lift them up, to heal them, because I know I'd have been through that stuff. I wouldn't even be on here wasting my time talking to y'all had I not been through that stuff. But when it come down to drugs, lust, whoredom, rejection, being with, being without, dealing with the wages, battling anxiety, insecurities, depression, humility, humiliation, rejection, a lot of stuff. Like, I got you, well, I got what I can give to you for, for your gain, teaching, or, to gain, insight, but really, if you don't believe, it might not be too much for you. But maybe if you don't believe, you'll learn to believe, because and if you just find yourself that what you can't believe and you ain't interested, then you might well just go, because it's a disappointment for real to the Lord for anybody who don't believe. But yeah, so anyways, I just had to get on here, and while I'm waiting on others, I can do what I do, and that's get on here and talk to y'all. But yes, it's a lot of stuff going on, man. You would think, like, how and why people so foolish, and people really leaving here for lack of knowledge. They go before they even find themselves. They go before they even find the Lord. They go before they see the greater works in themselves, what the Lord got planned